Hello everybody, Blood Heals here again with my Amumu jungle guide, starting off here with the Runes and Masteries. For the Masteries, I run Hybrid Pen Marks, Movement Speed Quints, Armor Seals, and a mixture of flat and scaling magic resist glyphs. Moving on to the Mastery page, I go at 921 into the cooldown reduction and AP and a bit magic pen in the offensive tree, and then the original are the normal tank mastery page as you see there, rune page, sorry, in the defensive tree. Moving on to the build, I start off with a Hunter's Machete 5 pots. With that Hunter's Machete, I build it into Spirit of the Ancient Golem pretty much as soon as I can. You want to pick up boots as well, but Amumu isn't that strong at ganking pre-level 6. So you usually want to counter gank, or you only gank really good ganks, or just farm as much as possible. Usually you want to start red, but you can start, you can start blue. You want to start blue, but you can start red if you're on purple side, or if you're on blue side, which I would have done here. You want to be very careful with getting invaded though. If you're gonna start red, you want to ask your support to ward your blue or something. But yeah, you want to make sure you get that blue. But after that, you're going to go from Spirit of the Ancient Golem, you go into either Randuin's or Spirit Visage, whatever you need at the time. Whether they have a lot of AP or a lot of AD. Like here, I should have probably went Spirit Visage second, but I'm pretty sure I go Randuin second because of a lot of damage. But after you get Spirit Visage or Randuin's Omen, you usually go for if you really need damage and your team's really tanky, you can go for Abyssal Scepter, or even if you need more health, you could go for Leander's Torment. It gives you a lot of damage on Amumu with those two items. Also, you could even get Frozen Heart on him if they have a lot of attack speed and AD. Frozen Heart is a good item on him as well, but you don't want to get Frozen Heart and Randuin, so you want to get one or the other. Moving on, you can get also Thorn Mail if you wanted to. Sunfire Cape is a good item as well. Banshee's Veil can be good. Also, Rylai's Crystal Scepter can be a good item as well. Thorn Mail, if I haven't said that already. And also, you could get Warmogs even. But for boots, you can either get Moby boots like you can on any other jungler if you get it soon enough. But you kind of got to get it early though to utilize it for ganking. But you're not that strong at ganking, so Moby boots aren't that great on him. I'd stick with the armor boots on Amumu for the tankiness because of the fact that you're gonna get Ancient Golem. You don't need the tenacity, so you're gonna want to get your armor boots and stuff like that. For leveling up, I start off with the W, then I max my E, the Tantrum, and then I secondary max my Q second, the Bandage Toss, to reduce the cooldown for that and increase the damage of it. That's really, really good. And then also you want to max your ult whenever you can. You're going to want to take Flash Smite you're going to take Flash on Amumu because you can flash ulti onto their team, which is one of the best initiations in the game, because then you can follow it up with your Q, which would be another stun. You could pretty much guarantee that on an AD carry if you, in a good, not even a good situation, just a decent situation, you can guarantee your Banditage. So that's like a ridiculously long time to have an AD carry stun for. Especially when you have good follow-up like Orianna, also Caitlyn, and also Leona. Like with Amumu and Leona, you'd stun them for literally like 10 seconds. But that's about it for the guide portion of the video. I'm going to go ahead and start commentating over this video for the rest of the game here. You saw earlier we had some invading of the jungle. We kind of pushed them out of my jungle so they don't really invade the rest of the game. Here I see Orianna and Ahri fighting in mid lane, so I come in mid lane, flash Bandit Toss onto Ahri to guarantee that kill. Orianna picks up that kill, which is really good. Amumu doesn't really need kills to do really good. He just needs some gold to get some tankiness, and then he can do quite a bit of damage with his mana. But you kind of want to, you're going to pretty much take blue buff all the time and as you're playing Amumu, because Amumu, if you don't have blue buff, which you'll see later on in this game, if you don't have mana, I go against Teemo and end up losing really like badly because I didn't have any mana. Here I come in on Teemo. People save Amumu's ultimate way too long. See, I just come in, ulti Teemo, guarantee that kill. There's no reason to save your ultimate, like, unless it's like a really bad time to use it, but right there, perfectly good time to use your ultimate on there. Guarantee the kill on Teemo, got Garen a kill for free. And your ultimate's up in a minute 30 seconds. It's like nothing. So I come in mid lane because I see Ahri trying to dive Orianna here, but she picks up the kill anyways without me. So it's really good. She took 1 too many tower shots, then ignited her. So that's really, really good for our mid lane. And our top lane, we're doing really good this game. We're 4-1 so far. Skarner goes top lane to gank Garen because he didn't back after I got him the kill. So Teemo ends up getting the kill on Garen because he comes back to lane right as he's about to die, and he's going to go try to die to tower, but Teemo ends up getting the kill. They're going to push up the top lane really hard, so I'm going to go run up there as fast as I can after basing. Bandage toss in to try to stop them from taking as much tower damage as possible and do as much damage as I can to Skarner here. I think Skarner's still in the bush, but he's not, so I try to bandage toss into the bush, but he's not there. Ulti Teemo, Garen's really close. Garen's not quite close enough. So I back up here. Garen takes quite a bit of damage from Teemo's poison dart and his mushroom. He goes on him, but I have him out of mana, so I can't really help that. Skarner goes in mid, and LeBlanc shows up there as well, so they kill her and try to push this tower. Once again, I run there as fast as possible so that tower doesn't die. Banish toss in like I did last time, save the minion, or kill as much minions as I can to save the tower. But moving over here, I'm going to take up my blue buff and try to get as much farm as I possibly can and keep the levels. Here, I totally fail my smite, like by 10 HP. It makes me so sad. So I go try to steal their blue buff, but Ahri sees me here, I'm pretty sure. Ahri sees me right there, and I missed the bandage toss over the wall, so I'm a sad robot. But our Orianna takes the mid tower, which is really good, and I pick up my red buff. And as you see here, I'm really, really low on mana. So I'm going to back here, and I go for my Randuin's Omen. Here I go for Randuin's Omen because I like the slow, so I can jump in slow, and then Orianna can ulti them all into me. Garen goes in mid lane, but Ahri bails out with her ultimate, so they can't really catch her. Ahri goes back in on Orianna with her ultimate. But Garen comes in, and we'll be able to pick up that kill pretty easily. So we go trade 1 for 1. But Orianna could have probably survived that if she would have played it better, but that's fine. 1 for 1, okay. I come in here bot lane. LeBlanc jumps on them. I just go flash ulti onto LeBlanc, kill LeBlanc. Hit my bandage toss here, keep him slowed with my red buff, and keep the damage up, and Caitlyn picks up the kill with her ultimate. It's really good because I got a kill, and Caitlyn got the kill for my ultimate. And my ultimate's up in a minute 50 seconds, so that's a great trade there. I'm gonna go back towards mid lane here. Gonna farm up a little bit more so I can get my Giant's Belt for my Randuin's Omen. And Orianna's pushing mid lane. I see Teemo up top lane pushing him up, so I'm gonna go up there as fast as possible so he can't dive Garen here. I go in, but I'm actually really low on mana at this point, so this is actually going really bad. I keep my slow up on Teemo. Garen comes in, but he's too low health to be able to fight him, and I'm too low mana to be able to fight him. And he barriers, and I can't keep up with him because he's a lot faster than me and Teemo mushrooms, and I'm out of mana. If I would have had more mana here, I would have been able to kill him pretty easily, but I don't, so I end up dying here to Skarner and Teemo, which is sad. But that's what I was talking about with Amumu. If he has mana, he can deal out a lot of damage. But if you have no mana, you can't do really much at all. So that's why you're probably going to take blue buff every time when you're playing jungle Amumu. Orianna tries to kill Ahri here, but runs into Teemo. But our minions take bot tower, so That's really good. I come in mid lane to defend this minion wave, or defend this tower and take this minion wave, because it was juicy. But after that, I'm going to go take my blue buff. Teemo's pushing up top lane. So far, the game's pretty even at this point. It's 11-11. Larry LeBlanc is building a lot of damage, actually, because she's gotten a couple kills, which isn't too good, but it's okay. I run into Skarner in the jungle here, so I start fighting him. We start a little skirmish here, pretty much. LeBlanc comes in, gets her snare on me. That's not that big of a deal. Ahri ults in, misses her charm, which is really good. Caitlyn comes back in and to keep the damage up. I barely miss my ult by like 2 pixels, so I back off. But I hit my bandage toss, but I back off after that. LeBlanc comes in, combos Caitlyn. Now we know LeBlanc's ult's down, so we just back off because we don't want to throw the game into their hands, and we picked up to kill top lane, so that's all good with us. And also as a 4v5 or was a 3v4 there, and we didn't want to lose there, so that was a good idea to back off. Push the wave up as much as possible here, because we know a couple of them back, and we saw Ezreal shot his ulti from bot lane, so we know he was going towards bot lane, or he was in bot lane already. Have pink on dragon, so we're going to start this off here. They don't know that we're doing it, so it's a pretty safe dragon here. Even though I don't have my smite, Caitlyn comes over to help out. We're going to take this dragon pretty fast here, and we see them all pushing mid, so we're going to go towards mid and catch this Ahri out. I ult here straight away because I don't want to die or let her get away, so we kill Ahri. Leona jumps in onto Skarner. I Q onto him to keep the stun going. I turn on to LeBlanc here. She gets away pretty easily. I keep chasing. I should have backed off by now. There's no reason for me to keep going after that, but I got the stun, and Leona catches up, and we end up getting that kill. I'm about to die here. I had to flash over this wall. It was a really risky move going after that LeBlanc, because our Caitlyn died there, but it ended up working out in the end that I got the kill, but Caitlyn ended up dying. It was a bad thing. So it's so good and bad. But moving on here, I pick up my Randuin's Omen. Now I build into my armor boots, like I was saying. And in this game, I'm pretty sure I build into Spirit Visage second here, but we're going to push up mid lane here. And I see a big fight breaking out in top lane, so I start heading straight for that. But I realize that they're winning that or backing out, and I see Caitlyn getting jumped by Ahri, so I come in mid lane. Gonna get my Q onto her. She's gonna flash towards Caitlyn. I'm gonna ulti her and just finish her off so Caitlyn doesn't die. But Caitlyn comes in and ultis her and gets the kill. That's better for her to get the kill because I don't need the kill at all. I'm already 2-1 with 6 assists, so I don't need the kill there. They end up dying top lane, so I come up here to do as much as I can, but I can't really do much because they take the tower already. It's only me and Leona, so I come in here, I Q into the minion wave, clear the minion wave as fast as possible. They keep up the pressure on this tower, get it to half, and they keep pushing in. They back off because they see Caitlyn coming, and they're going to go try to kill her, but she gets away. That's really good. Garen's up, and he clears top wave. So we're not going to lose that tower. So now I'm going towards my Spirit Visage for the magic resist against they're like 3 or 4 AP champions, which is really good. Ariana and Ahri start fighting here, which isn't that great. I go into my blue buff because I don't want to deal with that. They end up killing Ahri with Garen's help and Leona's help, so that's really good. That worked out. We're going to push up mid here since they're down a champion. Get my Q on to Ezreal, but he's too slippery for me to stick on him. Get another Q onto him, ulti him, but no one follows me up fast enough, so he arcane shifts out. But that keeps him off of the tower for a while, but LeBlanc comes in, cleans up Orianna, so we're kind of screwed here. And we also didn't have Caitlyn or Garen. Ezra comes back in, and we can't stick to him close enough, and he cleans us up. It was really a too risky move. If we had if we had everyone there, it would have worked out in the end. But I wasn't paying close enough attention, and didn't see that Caitlyn and Garen were in opposite lanes. So that was a really bad play on my part. They're trying to go in that deep without our without our AD carry or our top lane with us. But anyways, we come back into mid lane, push it up. Teemo's pushing top lane, so they're gonna go up there and try to rotate around him and kill him. But it looks like he's going to get away pretty easily because of how fast he is. I pick up my red while they are pushing up mid lane. LeBlanc's here. I Q onto her. She jumps over the wall, so I leave her alone. Come in mid, zone Ari out of the fight here so we can push up mid even further. We see Teemo top lane, and we see Skarner bot lane, so I can go ahead and dive this tower as much as I possibly can. As soon as I get the chance, I'm going to flash ulti on top of these two. Flash ulti, miss Ezreal, but I get our Ari, so we completely destroy her. Now we can take this tower for pretty much free because I'm taking it up now, and now the minion wave's here, so I can move out. Garen starts taking it. We jump back in onto their team, get as much damage as possible. Got the turret down to half, and most of their team down really low, but they're on the offensive now because Teemo has quite a bit of health, and we got really low from tanking that tower. Right here, they keep chasing us too far. I turn around, bandage toss onto Ezreal, get some good bursts onto him, activate my Randuins, and Garen ults him and kills him straight away. So now they have to back off because it's only a 3v5, even though we're really low health. We could burst almost any of them down instantly, and they can't really do that much to us in return. Caitlyn catches out LeBlanc here because she was being too cocky. We come back onto Teemo, and he's trying to kill Garen, but we CC him enough that he can't quite get enough damage, and then the poison ends up killing him. Ari comes in, Caitlyn flashes a charm and almost makes it away, but not quite. Here, instead of going for Spirit Visage, I end up going for Abyssal Scepter because we need a little bit more damage, and it will also give all of my friendly targets magic resist, so that's really good. And also it gives me us magic pen as well, so that's really good. We're going to push up mid lane here. Leona ultis, but it's probably a bad idea because we're kind of 4v5ing here. I ulti anyways to get as much damage as possible. Q onto Ezreal. Keep the damage up on Ezreal. He's almost dead. Have to back off now because Teemo comes in. Me and Leona back up as far as we can. Regroup with the team. Garen goes in, picks up the kill on Ari. Almost picks up the kill on LeBlanc. He goes in with his Q and ends up going to pick up that kill as well. Teemo's trying to do as much damage as possible. I'm trying to get land CC on him so we can chain the CC and catch him, but there's no way we're going to be able to do that. So we just go back to mid lane. Push this up, try to get the inhibitor because there are 2 people down now and we have a full 5 and we can push this inhibitor pretty easily. And if they try to defend it, we can just dive like this onto Skarner. We get quite a bit of damage. He ultis Garen, so we can't quite finish him off. Teemo comes in from the back, kills Orianna, which is really bad. Caitlyn stays alive, and we end up killing Ari with Garen's ultimate. I try to peel for Caitlyn as much as possible, but they end up killing her. Garen almost gets away, but this tower top lane ends up killing him. So we get ace, but we got inhibitor tower, and they weren't smart enough to rush Baron here. They could have easily rushed down Baron and gotten it there, which is really good for us, but bad for them. They go to defend top lane because they want that inhibitor, because that's the inhibitor they got to have earlier. Leona gets a lucky kill onto Teemo, and also they get a pick onto Skarner. Now I've rejoined the team, and we have all 5 of us together. I ping for Baron because I just guessing that they don't have a ward on it, and 2 of them died, and they had to base because they're really low health. So we start this Baron up, and I guess they had no wards on it, so we got it for free. So great call on my part, but bad that they didn't have wards on it. That's why you always need to have wards on it, especially at 32 minutes into the game. That's just foolish of them not to have wards on it. Going to give Orianna blue buff here. I was gonna go clear bot lane, but someone pinged for Dragon, so I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. We just get Dragon while our team goes back and buys, and then we can regroup. Now I'm gonna go bot lane and actually let Orianna clear that. I'm gonna go towards mid lane and clear this out so they can't push that up. Because now we want to push up mid lane, so I'm gonna push mid lane as much as possible. See Skarner there. I don't really want to chase him that much, so I'm going to clear my race, and we're going to push up mid lane even more so we can get this inhibitor. Because that's our next goal, is to get this inhibitor since we have the Baron already. That can't be an objective, so we're going to go for this mid inhibitor since the tower is down. And then after that, we can push top lane as much as possible. Because there's still 2 towers up in top lane. We go straight in on this inhibitor. They back off because they don't have all 5 of the people there, and we have Baron buff. We dive a little bit too much here. We should have actually gone top lane, but I flash ulti onto Ahri, get the kill there. Go on to Teemo for now. See Ezreal free hitting me, so I go on to him. We end up killing Ezreal. Skarner's sitting underneath the tower. Ulti's onto Ori. But she flashes out and just barely lives. We kill Skarner. Teemo and LeBlanc come back in. I Q onto LeBlanc, get out of tower range. And we just kill Teemo there with the Garen ultimate. So we turn onto this tower because it's almost dead. Take the tower, pushed up the bot lane, get all our damage onto this tower. LeBlanc comes back in, so Caitlyn and Ori go onto that, but me and Garen stick onto the tower and the inhibitor. End up getting the tower, and we get the inhibitor, and we got mid inhibitor earlier. So now we have 2 inhibitors, and we still have the Baron buff for a little bit. It's about up, so it's not really going to help us. I'm going to back here and buy, because I can buy the Abyssal Scepter and another item, because I have like 2,000 some gold. Buy the Abyssal Scepter and start building into Sunfire for more damage. Pick up an Oracle so they will have absolutely no vision. I ping top lane because that's what we need to go for next, because that's the only towers we can really get besides the Nexus. And in games, you kind of want to just go for the easiest objective possible, pretty much. So we go towards top lane here. We push up mid lane as much as possible, and we see a way that, or see a fight that we can get into here in mid lane, where there's a 3v5. Almost get a catch on the LeBlanc here, but we don't quite get it. Waste our shockwave, but that's fine. Ahri, Zhonya's the Caitlyn ultimate. Caitlyn kind of gets caught here, but she flashes out of the LeBlanc damage. Stun LeBlanc as much as possible. End up getting the kill there. Ulti onto Ahri. Almost get the kill onto Ahri. Then catch the bandage toss, get the double kill. Skarner ultis me back in tower range, so I'm dead here. But my team's here to back me up, and they zone Skarner off, and they'll be able to kill Teemo here, but he flashes out. He gets exhausted, but he gets away, which is bad. So they're going to keep pushing up mid lane here while I'm dead, and it's a 4v3. Going towards Teemo, but he backs up with the mushroom, so he's okay. Get a good catch on Skarner here with the Garen ultimate and takes him out. Ezreal stays a little too close, almost gets killed there, but the Arcane Shift saves him. They're going to keep pressure up on these towers. They're going to take one tower. They're going to take the second tower here. And Teemo comes up, pressures even more, try to push them off. LeBlanc spawns, jumps onto Orianna, kills Orianna, but Caitlyn has quite a bit of damage here with the Leona ultimate and the damage from her auto attacks with being full AD. She's really strong. Garen comes in to secure that Teemo kill and to pressure them off of Caitlyn here. Garen ends up popping the GA from the damage of them being underneath their base tower. I come in, try to get a cleanup and take the win, but we ended up getting the last Nexus tower, and the mains are going to end up pushing and winning the game. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope this Amumu guide video helped, and the commentary helped you at all in your League of Legends. If it helped at all, give me a like. Leave in the comments what you want to see next time. Check out the channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.